We're now going to move on to some basic text management within Excel. Before this tutorial, there was an article with a link to a website, and it's to this website here. So it should be open at this point. So what I need you to do is to come to this website and just select the list of names that is presented to you. So I'll select these here, and you do want to avoid the random names title up here. Right click, and then click on copy. I'm pretty sure it'll be the same on a Mac if this is what you're using. You'll want to come back to Excel and just select cell D4. At this point, I'm going to use the keyboard shortcut Control-V to paste, or you can click on paste up here, but I'll use the keyboard shortcut. And as you can see, the names have actually pasted into Excel, but they've pasted in kind of a funny way. So what's happened here is the formatting from the website has actually been pasted into Excel itself, and this doesn't look very good. So what I'm going to do is just undo my actions there once. What you can do at this point is you can come to the paste drop down here, and we can take a look at some of the pasting options. Depending on what you are pasting in Excel, sometimes you're presented with, well, in some cases, a lot more pasting options. But in this case, we just have keep source formatting, which is the website's formatting, and match destination formatting, which is Excel's default formatting. And this is the one we want. So I'll just click on this here. And the names have pasted in a nice and neat way. If I select this cell here and type in something, so I'll just go for the word good. As you can see, it kind of covers up this name here. The name is still there, it's just being covered up. So to find a way around this, what we could do is we can come up to the top of the right-hand side of the column and we can double click. And as you can see, the width has been adjusted to the exact size that we want. You can, of course, adjust this manually. You don't have to double click, but double clicking is a far more efficient method. So what I'm going to do is just select this cell here and press delete to get rid of this word. Something else you could do to deal with this text, and just to give it a bit more space, is you could select 2 cells at a time for each of the names, or maybe 3 or 4, however many you want. In this case, we just need 2, and you can click on Merge and Center, and those 2 cells have merged together to create one larger one, and we can just keep going down our list of names. But it's not a very efficient way of doing things, so I'm going to go back 3 steps. What we could do is we could select the cells where the names are, and then we can select the cells next door. So with this selection here, I can come back to Merge and Center, but this time I'm going to come to the drop down and I'm going to click on Merge Across. Now you may not be able to see this clearly, but basically all of these cells have merged together one at a time. Except obviously we don't have the center alignment going on there, but we could, if we wanted to, select the names and then just click on Center Alignment here. But I'm pretty happy with it just being over to the left. With the name selected, I'm going to use the keyboard shortcut Control-C to copy. I'll put my cell down here and Control-V to paste in, and then I'm going to press Escape to get rid of this selection here. When dealing with Excel, you can find yourself dealing with excessive amounts of data. And sometimes you need to find something within your spreadsheet. And if you want to do that manually, it can take a very long time, and you may not actually find what you're looking for. Fortunately, Excel has made this easy for us by providing us with the Find feature. To use this feature, you don't have to select the text that you want to look through. You can just select any cell within your spreadsheet. Within the Home tab, you want to come to Find and Select, and here we have Find. There is a shortcut for this, which is Control-F, and we also have Replace here, which has a keyboard shortcut Control-H. We will actually be using Replace as well. But these 2 items actually open up the same dialog box. So I'll just click on Find here, and as you can see, we have Replace here. So what do we want to find? Well, let's just go for, obviously when you're doing this, you will have a different list of names, so you'll have to choose a different name. But I'm going to look for the text Marsh, and I'm going to click on Find Next. If you click on this option, it will tell you where that item is. And if you click on Find Next again, it will give you another location where that item is as well. And you can just keep on clicking Find Next and seeing where those examples are. Or you can click on Find All. This will open up down here, and you can resize this here if you want, if you just come down to the bottom right and click, hold and drag. And you can click on these two items here, and it will tell you once again where these examples are. So we found the text that we want, but what I would like to do is replace this text with, well, I'm going to go with my own name. This would be my second name. So I'm going to click on Replace. Marsh is already here because we put it in this area here. All I need to do is to type in my replacement text within this cell here. So there's my second name. I could click on Replace, and what you'll find is this first example will get changed, and then I'll click on Replace again, and the second example will get changed. But it's more efficient just to click on Replace All, so I'll click on that now. It says All Finished. We made 2 replacements. And I can just click OK to this now, and close to this. So you can see my second name is here, and down here as well. What I'm going to do now is just select this last cell here, hold down Control Shift and press down once. That will select all of the text below. And we're just going to apply some basic formatting. First of all, we have bold formatting, but instead of clicking on bold formatting up here, the bold formatting icon, we're just going to use the keyboard shortcut Control B. For italicize, it's Control I. And for underline, it's Control U. So very simple stuff, but you probably will use this quite a lot in Excel, so it's worth remembering those keyboard shortcuts. And then finally, I'm just going to type in a small sentence. Okay, so here's my sentence, and I can see the whole thing, but as you already know, if you were to select the cell here and put in some text, as you can see, it covers up the sentence or the text in the cell to the left. So I'll just select the cell here and press delete. We could at this point maybe use merge and center, or we could select the cell where the sentence is, and we can click on this option here, wrap text. So I'll click on that, and it's a very relevant name because basically the text is wrapped. In this case, it's wrapped with a cell. This is something I don't really like using myself because it just makes the spreadsheet look a little bit weird. But it's completely up to you to decide if you want to use this option or not. Sometimes you may not have another option.